Ah, Amsterdam. Truly a beautiful city, filled with hookers and shitty weed. And also the Anne Frank house, which I couldn't get tickets for, but I walked by the front and grabbed some pics anyway. Another thing about Amsterdam is all the museums and stuff are super tiny, so you really have to reserve your tickets far in advance, or else you're not getting in. The only exception to this, to my understanding, is the Naval Museum with all the old warships and boats. But, so, yeah, if you ever go to Europe and are visiting Amsterdam, make sure any museum you want to see, you get the tickets far, far in advance. And I guess I'll talk a little bit about my trip. Part of this whole channel is to discuss, what these places are like, and all at the times I visited them. And it's been a full year now since I visited Amsterdam and have actually gotten to making this video. So when I visited Amsterdam, first thing to note is their weed is decriminalized, not really legal. So it's not regulated and it's garbage. Don't smoke it if you're from the Northwest. Everything we have here is better. Now on to the general vibe and culture. Um, I unbeknownst to my friend who made the reservations for our hostel, stayed in the middle of the red light district. I didn't take any pictures of that because you're not allowed to there. Some people do, but they're cunts, so fuck them. Uh, so instead, I just have pictures from all the museums that I visited, and I love the Marine Museum. It was great, way better than the red light district, way more fun. But in the red light district, yeah, it's really riddled with 16-year-old English kids, drunk out their asses and whatnot. Really too loud. Smells of piss and shit. I didn't really enjoy it. Honestly, there's better places to go clubbing in Europe if that's what you're into. I would do Hungary. I think Budapest is probably the best if you're into that stuff. Not, way cheaper, way less stinky, nicer vibe, less crowded too. Less compact spaces. Um, but yeah. But I guess you do get to see the crazy looking brothels. I won't show any pics here, but I am. You can look them up really easily. Um, yeah, no, just something else I want to mention while we're discussing Amsterdam. I went on like a couple tours. I did 2 tours if I remember correctly, and just in general, when you talk to the locals, first thing is they all speak English, so don't worry about that. They all speak it with a thick accent, but they all speak it. You kind of notice like this vibe of them like very much heroizing the past and being very jingoistic about how awesome colonialism was. And you see this reflected in the museums as well, where they literally, like, here's a video of me in a replica of a slave ship. And like it's like literally treated as a monument, like, oh, super cool. Look, we used to enslave people, like it just I don't know. They just view it differently. They don't fully grasp the maybe being crazy capitalist colonial wackadoodles is not a good thing. Uh, and I believe like they did a stat 2 years back where they like asked Western European countries what their thoughts were on colonialism, and yeah, they just love it there, dude. I don't know why they're crazy. Um, but you really in Amsterdam itself, you don't really interact a lot with Dutch people. It's riddled with fellow tourists, which is, you get to meet people from around the world. When I was out drinking, I drank with these dudes from, I think, yeah, it was Sweden. I drank with these Swedes, from their fucking, you know, football club. They were fucking hysterical. I drank with these guys from, South. Africa who talked about what it was like there. I drank with these folks from Ireland. It's just truly like you do get to meet a lot of other tourists who are from around the world. All are mostly going to be rich, but like you're still, it's just like tons of fun. Obviously, I wasn't filming and taking pictures while I was out drinking at night. But yeah, dude, I will be honest. I got probably one of the top five most wasted I've ever been. When I was in Amsterdam. Um, something that while I'm watching and looking at all these beautiful boats, I'm really enjoying reminiscing all the pictures I took. Something I really wish I did take pictures of but didn't was the red light district at 7 in the morning. So on my second day there, at this point, I just don't own many clothes. I only own like three pants at the time. I think I have five now, so I've upgraded my pants collection. But I was doing laundry. I went down to the laundromat at 7 in the morning, and they had these just these trucks just like sweeping all this garbage on the ground. The ground is in the morning riddled with broken glasses and cups and piss bottles and just so much shit on the ground in the morning. And you see all these garbage and cleaning up the streets of the red light district. And it smells so bad. There's seagulls everywhere eating all the trash. It was truly nasty. So I took a lot of pictures of it. Or I wish I did. Is what I mean. Oh yeah, here's some maps. That were passed by, portraits of them fighting the English. But yeah, I had a good time. Um, it, is Amsterdam as good as people often say it is? No, no, it's not. There's better places to go. But was it bad? No, no, it wasn't. I had fun. But yeah, if you were trying to experience the party side of Europe, there's better places to go that are a lot cheaper and honestly more culturally, different. And maybe not as culturally diverse as Amsterdam, but different. Just have fun when you go to Europe, and if you're going to Amsterdam for weed, you're stupid, go to somewhere in the Northwest.